Yeah, you might have heard of it. Rayman Origins was announced last year at Ubisoft's press conference, and the plan was actually for it to be a downloadable title.
Since then, the platformer's grown in size and is now a full retail game with co-op. Let's go hands-on for more.
All right. It is my distinct pleasure to introduce this man right here, Ubisoft Creative Director, Michel Ancel, everybody. Look, man. I'm just going to do this, and you'll just give me 1 second. I've never done it. You, sir, are a genius.
Oh.
That's right. This man. That man right there. Sorry, Candace, please. Be professional now. I'm so sorry.
Now, it's been 6 years since the last Rayman game. What made you decide that now was the time to bring it back?
Yeah, you know, for Rayman is very personal for me, and I don't do Rayman games just for money and things like that. Just because I had the feeling that with the HD consoles, it was possible to retrieve the magic of Rayman 1, but with today's consoles, you know, with this wonderful graphics and all these things. The same surprise that we had with Rayman 1, and we can have it with Rayman Origins. So that's the why.
You know, we're very similar, except for the fact that I will do anything for money, and you won't make video games for money. But other than that, we're very, very similar. Now, I have to ask you, you know, prequels are all the rage. Movies and TV shows, it's all about the prequel. But you could have taken this franchise absolutely anywhere, yet you chose to go the prequel route as well. Why make that decision?
In fact, there were some... You know, I did Rayman 1. I was a teen. It was
you were
like,
a teen?
Yeah, because I started alone with a personal computer, drawing, doing the music and all these things. And I think this brings a kind of intuitive kind of game, you know, where it's something you do without thinking and just...
Sure.
And with Rayman Origins, I really wanted to retrieve these sensations. And the prequel is the best way to connect with Rayman 1, in fact, you know, which was the first one. And then it's a way to link those two games.
Yeah, now you also decided to take the character back to its old 2D roots instead of continuing the 3D of the latest title. Why is that?
In fact, you know, in France and in Europe in general, there is this big culture around painting, painters and artists. With 2D, you can have all these artists work directly in the game. So all what you can see is really the painting, the drawing that the artists are making, in fact, and it's a direct connection between the players and the art. That's what makes the game special.
Right. And I want to expand on that connection. I was at the Ubisoft press conference yesterday. We covered it live. And you were by far the most enthusiastic game demoer in the history of the world, jumping around on stage with your friend. Obviously, co-op is a huge part of this game. And outside of that, I think it really plays into the action, the frenetic pace of the game. You kind of need to have a friend around, right?
Yeah. The co-op thing is really interesting. What you must know is that for this presentation, I had no invincibility and things like that, and the levels were very hard to play. But with co-op, you know, the other player was able to save me, so we've saved the conference, in fact, with that.
Right. Which is good. Which is very, very good. You never want to die on stage during a live conference. Trust me, I've done it. It is not good.
Yeah.
It's not good at all. And then I know a lot of things that people are talking about too. There have been a lot of franchises that have expanded and grown out of this thing that you've created. I personally want to know, am I going to be able to kill those annoying freaking rabbits? Can I kill a rabbit in this game?
No rabbits in that game, sorry.
Oh, fine.
Why do you want to kill rabbits?
They hop about and they make all these funny sounds.
You shouldn't want to kill them.
Fair enough. But who are we going to see return? Who are some of the favorites?
Yeah, you will have the main characters of the series, in fact, like Mr. Dark, the big bad guys, you know, in the shadow. But you will have a kind of crazy English hunter trying to hunt different characters and the player, of course. And you will have the Tinsies, these kind of little magicians.
Nice.
And you will be able to play them in the co-op mode. So the co-op mode is cool because you have all these different races, like in Lord of the Rings, you know?
Yeah.
You have all the different races.
But far more
same
adorable.
thing. Yeah.
Far more adorable.
When is the release date?
The release date is for December. This fall.
Very
Just
cool,
December?
man. December.
We'll take it.
I like it very much.
Michel, thank you so
awesome.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you. Sorry. You want to touch her first, I promise.